Yo, I should learn how to set this up from the back, right? From the back. Crazy. I should actually learn how to set all this up, know what I'm saying? Before I even go live. I actually want to know if I'm choppy or not. Know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest things. But anyway, yo, what up with my guy? Yeah, I see the background. The background a little fire. Background a little fire. Huh? It is. It is a little new logo, but it's cool. But I may change it though. Kind of boring if I'm like just like this, cause like, what about the sides? Ain't nothing on the sides. You feel me? So I may spice this up a little bit. The words that you actually seeing is just King Key, global citizens, just in a different language. I didn't even understand. I didn't even know that I made that cricket. She that look crazy. But yo, what's up though, man? What y'all want to talk about, man? Spam up them comments. Spam up the comments? Yeah, spam up the comments of what y'all want to talk about. If y'all actually seeing this later, man, what reaction y'all want me to react to, man. I told y'all I'll be going live, so y'all gotta catch me. I'm actually about to look for instrumental while we are talking. I actually want to do a little bit of reactions, but not live reactions, but more of like a little different reaction. Nah, I say that for Twitch. When I go live on Twitch, I probably do something similar to that. But I love to know like what time it is where y'all at. 'Cause it's 6 o'clock in the morning where I'm at, bro. I gotta let's say about maybe an hour, and I gotta go to the eye doctor early in the morning. Ooh, know what I mean, get that out the way early, you digs. But I'm about to see if we can actually hear a little bit of something. I said, I put something on my post. Is it a post? Will we call it a post? I think they call it a post. Oh, let me see. Hold on. Let me see something. Let see a little something. Oh shit. Oh, I didn't do that. What is that? Ah, here we go. It was something I wanted to talk about, my boys. I need to take this mouth shut off. Oh, I'm definitely gonna have to go small on this. I look crazy. My picture. Uh, my picture's just that. I'm tight. Um, tight, tight. Hold up. Hey, we gotta take the picture off probably. But yo, it's something that I actually wanted to see. Let's see, let's see. I wanted to react to. Trying to find it. Hold up. Go to my history. I know it was in my post, but it was something about like what DJ Academic said once. I was like, like what he said about it, I was like, pretty good point. Yeah, it is. But anyway, though, man, what I'm gonna start doing in the meantime while I get this together, what I'm going to start doing on this actual channel once I start going live, especially at like a certain time, Eastern time per se. Like if it's at night, like I said before, either y'all could call in or y'all could do the YouTube thing where I gotta figure that out how like call in and we be live together or something like that. But don't be wilding out when y'all, you know what I'm saying, do something like that. But anyway, yo, um, I'm on yapping and I done missed what I got. Dang, was gonna. Let's see what is that. Bro, I really do have to start learning how to work YouTube way better. Hmm. He was saying something about the music, yo. It was like overseas music is like way, I guess, like better. Like you could make more profit, more money. Like they love you better. Real quick, just to say it like a little point of that, I look at that as like that's culture. That's what I mean by like culture. Even when I do these reactions, it's like it's the culture that like say like I do an Italian rapper. Whether you white, black, doesn't even matter. Like if you was Italian or you know the language, is like you're gonna actually bump to that type of music. But with English, it's just like drill is the top thing, and that's really not our culture over here. You know what I mean? That's just cool rap, but I feel like if we just had a culture song type, like you know, like those like I say like Beyonce kind of do it a little bit, and but the latest one that did it, Joe, just want to rock or something like that. Lil Yachty, is it Lil Yachty? Lil Word. Lil Yachty, I think it's Lil Yachty. Lil Yachty, yeah, nope, Lil Word, Lil Word. Um, Lil Word, yeah, all right, all right, but like that song right there that just wanna rock stuff like that. Like that's one of those like electric slide type songs, like cookout type songs. We play a lot of those. I feel as if like if a rapper could stick to like songs like that and not like typical songs like that, because you got so many like cookout songs. You know what I mean? Like, well, if they could stay in that pocket, that could actually be like our culture, and like I feel like that will actually make a rapper actually grow. But anyway, yo, I'm still trying to find this. Let's see. I don't know where the heck it could be at. I know I've seen it recently. I'm in my histories. I know y'all hear the mouse. The mouse going. I'm trying to look for it, but I can't find it for nothing. Is this it? That ain't it. That ain't it either, bro. So heated. I hate when I cannot find one video I'll be looking for the longest. Definitely gotta keep track of that time. You dig what I'm saying? I go to the doctor office. Know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be the first one in, first one out. My boy ain't trying to stay there for long. Bro, where is this video at? How do I go to like my post? Let me go to like, let me see. Yeah, nah, I'm saying you definitely gotta give this computer a little time. You dig? I'm saying I definitely gotta change that title, my boy. We definitely changing that title in a little bit. Should have been like what reaction I should do later. You dig? Oh, y'all mess with the green screen, my boys? Alright. Green screen it is. Here you go right here. pop up. Gotta give it some time. Gotta give it some time now. Like I mess with act. I mess with like I feel like yo this era nowadays we definitely have people that's like a act and AK-47 to like game spitter, truth teller. Like I mess with all of them. Like I feel as if like because really ain't really the radio type sell. So it's like that group or what they doing. Know what I'm saying definitely mess with them heavy. Yo. No D riding. Know what I'm saying, but gotta show some respect. My boy. Wait, for this to load up. You know, we gotta call the internet service. Like, yo, my God, got me looking crazy out here.
To nigga, I got so like, yo,
I don't even know if y'all can hear
I
that.
drank the whole bottle yesterday.
We gotta change that. Oh, all right, we go. My boy, it's gonna straighten itself out. It's definitely gonna straighten itself out. But it's like this right here, yo. Gee, I really gotta go. It's like time be going sometimes. Know what I mean, my guy, my guy. You don't stop this spinning. You don't stop this spinning. I'm trying to be winning. So I it one more time. Say the word. Now, my boys, it is acting up today. Let's see if we can fix this. See if we can fix this problem on Wild Air. Someone's like, why how to do all this? All right. She, she, my guy, my guy. You got me looking crazy out here. Hold on one second. We about to fix this. You know, we about to fix this. Yeah, they got this really looking crazy, right? That pause. Definitely gotta move this. Hold up.
Nigga, I was so lit last night when I got
Let's
off stream.
go.
Nigga, I don't even know what I said on stream. Nigga, I drank this whole fucking bottle. Goddamn, yo, I'm so drunk from last night that now I don't even need to drink. Like my hangover from last night is the regular drunk I need to be. You feel me? Here we go. Oh man. And maybe it's just me, but y'all let me know. Um, because I've talked to a bunch of artists recently, and I got to be honest with y'all. If you guys didn't watch NBA All Star Game, it was headlined by Burna Boy Thames and another African singer, Rema. I think it's Rema or Remo. Regardless, I believe that rap is going to face unprecedented times in the near future. What am I talking about? I believe that number one, the U.S. music culture has been
Jesus Christ. Come on, my guy. We just got it to work, my boy. Nah, I mean, we finally got it to work. Now it's all acting up. Acting up. My guy.
has been
Which one of it? Man, listen, man. Actually, I'm going to keep this road to
cracked.
100K, man.
I believe that people
Look
who
at my journey, my boys. You feel me? Once this start acting right, we can get to the show. There's a couple
are
of things I actually want to
consumers
talk
of
about.
music in the U.S. market used to have the stigma of saying we don't listen to dudes who sound like they want to say or say in it or bruv or you know what I mean. All we could hear them saying is you want some crumpets with them tea, bruv. Like you know what I mean. We wouldn't listen to people like that these days. Not the case anymore. You know what I mean. Yo, somebody tell Doja Cat I'm trying to indulge in that. Like yo,
Nobody ain't trying to give me my nah, I'm saying my respect. Well, it's cool. It's
we're
cool. It's
singing
cool.
these
It's cool.
people's songs and accepting them despite the accent. That used to not be the case. Hip hop used to, by the way, for a long time, and even though this is within the borders of the United States, a lot of people were skeptical about the Southern accent. But when it gets outside the borders of the United States, when it gets to like, you know, you're not knowing their, even knowing their culture, like for example, the UK, Africa, shit. I mean, reggae music, even though that's from Jamaica, it's tolerated, but it's tolerated in certain like global aspects. What I'm trying to say now to y'all is that I believe the only art form that isn't being globalized and spread far and wide is hip hop and rap music. I think hip hop and rap music have stayed the same. We don't see the majority of these guys touching global markets. And let me give you the reality of what it is. Thames could do an arena tour in the United States.
Like one thing I would say now, I'm saying about like about this a little bit is definitely that like it's like what I said earlier. It's like I'm trying not to repeat myself, but it's like I'm kind of gonna have to. It's like a culture thing, especially like it fits in a pop. Like majority of these songs, I bet you is like they under like the pop category and stuff like that, and rap is under just rap. It can't be pop. You get what I'm saying? Like it's only gonna get played on like one or two radio stations, no matter what state is in. But like majority of these other rappers, like they getting played on like even like these old school like what will I say like the Steve Hightowers and stuff like that. Steve Hightower, all right. Steve Harvey. Now I'm saying the Steve Harvey, Steve Hightower, the show. Steve Harvey. It's like they get played on like radio stations like that. You dig what I'm saying? But anyway,
She's huge. Every country her music is heard in. Could Lil Durk do a arena tour? Even in the United States? Could he do a solid $10,000 capacity venue outside of the country? The point I'm trying to make, and I hope you get, I'm trying to inch towards it. Hip hop music has become some regional bullshit recently. And I've learned and I've realized that the majority of music people are now gravitating towards, and it's because borders and just all these borders and regionality have dissipated because of streaming. So it's the reason why, I kid you not, I listen to more Afrobeat these days than hip hop. Why? And I'll give you another reason. It is about the quality of the music too. a lot of these guys are making timeless music. Now, granted, there's a lot of hip hop artists making timeless music, but
That's what I was saying earlier. Like, we don't have too many of those cookout type music. Them cookout, like, if you could make a good cookout song, bro, yo, you know how long that'll last? You know how many cookout songs that you actually hear to this day? Every time you go to cookout, I bet y'all right now y'all can name like at least like off the top of your head 5 easy. Know what I'm saying? Like that's to me is like the equivalent to what overseas type music would be. Like now I'm saying like what Afro would be because that's gonna make it to the pop radio station. That's gonna make it to the old jam radio station where they play Beyonce and all them other people. But anyway,
we get to realize, man, hip hop is like, to me, the majority of hip hop is some shit you hear and it's hitting in the club for like a month and a half till the DJ has worn that record the fuck out, and then you're like,
yeah,
all right,
just
where's
the
the next hit?
genre.
But it's not records that are connecting with the soul. If you get what I mean, like, you know, it's just music for the moment, and I do think that's hurting hip hop as a culture. Now, granted, you know, it's still, you know, hip hop music came out of the United States. The United States is pretty much the biggest consumers in the world when it comes to entertainment. And
would y'all put Afro beats in hip hop? You know what I'm saying? I definitely like to know that.
it will always be a prestigious or a huge thing. All I'm just saying is that I'm watching how Afrobeat is taking over hip hop. And when I mean hip hop, like hip hop audiences. Like a non-American artist like Burna Boy will come and now is doing bigger shows than any American artist could do. You see people like, and by the way, it's not only him. It's not like he's an enigma, right? Because I think when if we talk about, it's not only Afrobeat too. Look at Latin music. Look at Bad Bunny. Now you might say, okay, it's just Bad Bunny. So if people would use the Bad Bunny example to say, oh no, it's just Bad Bunny. If you look at people like Anuel, if you look at people like J Balvin, there's like a long list of them. All I'm just saying is that I hope hip hop takes note of what's going on. That with street,
and I also feel like, yo, listening to that, even how he just broke that down, it's like, do all these go into hip hop and rap and all that? Because it's like, if so, are you separating a lot of other stuff? Because of if that, like he said, like Lil Durk or something like that, like that's would be damn near considered under the drill rap majority of the songs that you actually hear. So it don't got nothing to really do per se like with pop more so. That's why I always even say like, yo, if I was a rapper, I'd be pop. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd be trying to go overseas and go crazy. But anyway, man. Anyway. I can't say we get paid for that because we live. You dig what I'm saying?
The markets that they should be trying to get their music to isn't just the hood. You get what I mean?
That's
music is just boundaryless at this point. I was actually, you know, I was having this conversation. So I interviewed this Jamaican artist, Protege. He's going to be on my podcast. And we were talking about like even Africa.
Oh yeah, reaction. Interview is probably coming soon, yo.
And this helped drive the point home because since we're in a streaming era where all it takes to show up numbers and get something popular is people, it makes sense why Afrobeats is popping so much. Just look at the population. I didn't even know Nigeria had this many people.
Gotta wait. You know what I'm saying?
Here's one thing you need to do before you buy anything online. Don't spend another dime.
Don't spend another dime. You hear him? Don't spend another dime, but it looked like he in the mall, so it looked like he about to spend some money. You know what I mean? But anyway, though. Y'all want me to do more reactions and stuff like that, man, like this live and stuff. Because I won't mind keeping this on per se like our culture. You know what I mean? Like our culture reigns.
Y'all knew Nigeria, which is a country in West Africa. It's right here. Well, y'all
Shout out. Who y'all want me to do a reaction
It's
to
right here, right?
from there?
Did you know that
It's gonna fix
Nigeria
itself.
has
Don't worry about it.
213 million people? Now, if you think about the U.S. population, I think we're at 400 right now, right? No, 331. Just so basically, Nigeria is 2/3 the U.S. population. Sometimes you get lost in the thought that because we're the USA, we just have all the people in the world except China. Like we got the most people over every other country except China. But you start to think about other demographics. They have 213. Is that a number? 213 million is enough people that if streaming exists there to support its own economy and its own ecosphere of artists, and I think that's what's happening. That's why I think they're getting boosted up because people are fucking with the Burner Boys, the Thames, and whoever else, and they become so big on a global market that the U.S. has no other choice but to accept it. I feel these days the U.S. used to be you have to come over here to earn your spot on a global landscape. These days the artists are only showing up here because they're so big in everywhere else in the world. So the U.S. just on proxy is just part of the world.
Definitely.
I hope that
a little bit though. What I add on to that is like with the culture thing is like what I was saying earlier. Think like what I was saying, like take a Italian rapper or something like that. Like they have more culture. Over here we don't really per se like have too much culture because if you from the West Coast, you really kind of only gonna rep the West Coast. You get what I'm saying? So think of like that 300,000 number and like break that down. You know what I'm saying? To like 4 sections: North, South, East, West. And like you got somebody from Cali that's gonna act like somebody from Cali that's gonna represent their music, that's gonna like Tupac and all that. Then you could take somebody from North, New York. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna represent Biggie and mess with Hove, but not really mess with Pop and not really mess with Snoop Dogg. You get what I'm saying? So it's like it's that when somebody from Nigeria, everybody from Nigeria like them, but over here it's not really like that. It's like Lil Durk. Yeah, you from Chicago, but maybe people from Atlanta don't like you. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's what mess up a lot of numbers, especially over here. But anyway,
that makes sense. Yeah, of course, WizKid as well.
ready, my guy.
Okay, some people said. Somebody says Nigeria actually has 300 million. Oh my god. Okay, so anyway, this is my warning to hip hop. I think hip hop needs to look at itself in a global way, and even artists need to look at themselves as global entities. You get what I mean? Like I just can't even like. Let me ask you a question. What's the last hip hop song that you know? I keep playing last. I'll probably still play a year from now. Like his song, like you know some of those songs I was playing. Those songs like 2 years old. Like people still playing. What's the last hip hop song that you play consistently or just has been so timeless? A song like, let's say, like, you know how Unforgettable is just a timeless fucking song? What's the last hip hop song that you remember that qualifies to be that? D Jackson,
Like
you just
that's
made a
the
great point.
thing.
He's in
It's
YouTube.
like
He says, "Act, bro. These just
still.
don't want to be mainstream anymore." That's also a great question.
Oh, 1 second, my guys. 1 second. All right, we back. You know what I'm saying? Had to start getting ready. Anyway, proceed.
That's a great observation. Yeet just dropped an album, and I think Yeet hit. Like, his album came out, but I think he went underground. So maybe there is something to say about a lot of these artists not wanting to, which I think that's utterly ridiculous. You know what I mean? If you just want to hide all day, why the hell even get into music?
So many of them do, but so many of them get blocked by the, you know what I'm saying, record label.
All right says Back in Blood. Back in Blood ain't no damn time song. What's wrong with y'all, man? Man, are y'all good? He said Back in Blood.
Yeah, that guy shot.
I'll say God's Plan is one of those. Niggas said Back in Blood, man. Y'all niggas be trolls, man. Niggas gonna sit up here and say Back in Blood.
Like, that's the thing. It gotta really be like a culture song, yo. Because like a hip hop song, like a perfect example, Back in Blood. Fire song, but still at the end of the day, like, bro, what they talking about, I can't be playing that at no cookout at my grandmother's house. You know what I mean? Like family reunion or something like that in the summertime. That junk crazy. You dig? But anyway, yo.
I say God's Plan. What else? Somebody said Rich Flex.
Bro, they gotta just name it regular. Right. I will have to actually, like, you know what?
Trap Queen.
Next time I go live,
that's a long time ago. Give me some from the last 2 years.
like, that's what I mean by
Last 2 years.
like that's a rap. Like, cool young people. What I mean by young people is like, let's say like 45 and under. You dig what I'm saying? Like, would definitely be cool with that, but still at the end of the day, like, that don't age well. Like, anybody older than that is like, nah, bro. Like a song that's like, yeah, I was gonna say a song, but I think that go on the R&B. That's how I mean. Like, is it? Can we put R&B in that? Because R&B is like, even though it's damn near lost, but like, you could kind of like put R&B in this a little bit, because think of like Chris Brown or something like that. But rap wise, man, that's hard, yo.
Low Life the Weeknd. That was.
Because not everybody listens to rap either.
Somebody said Super Gremlin. Is Super Gremlin a timeless song though? It's definitely a number 1 song, but it's a timeless song.
I could name some rappers like Lil Wayne.
Right.
I mean, like,
shit.
I could pick a couple of songs from Lil Wayne,
that's a
probably.
timeless song. That nigga did that
Really?
song and decided he ain't going. He was gonna make sure he spent less time in jail. You feel me? Salute to my boy Warner, man. Salute to my nigga Gunna.
I think 2 Chainz. You know what I'm saying? I think 2 Chainz probably.
All right, it's all good. Anyway, I'll move on from that point. The whole thing about my point is, we're watching Latin trap, or whatever you want to call it, Latin music getting bigger and bigger. It's so big, Bad Bunny has to do stadiums. Afrobeats, before back in the day, they used to look at like, oh, that's the African dude who just probably wants a feature. Like, Burna Boy is bigger than all of these niggas. Like, all of them. You get what I mean? And same with, like, you know what I mean, Wizkid. Bigger than all these dudes, too. So, I'm just saying.
I could show you some UK
Latin
and
trap,
all
bro,
certain people.
Afrobeats,
But still,
bro,
once
on
again,
an international, global market scale. When it comes to hip-hop, it's like, same shit. You know what I mean? And why I believe that is that I don't believe that U.S. artists care about the international market, don't work it. Like, for example,
I think it's not that. I just think that it's hard for them to find a catchy song. Like, Lee Chopper. Like, I know you was wrong. That's my thing. Now I'm saying, like, that song that Like that song is catchy. That song fire. You take a little bit of bars out and stuff like that. That thing probably could age well. It got a catchy that you abandoned me. Like of course you know who that is. And you made it into somewhat like a dancey song. So at a cookout or something like that, people could actually like be happy, I guess, like with a culture of listening to that type of music. Cause it ain't bad. That's why I was saying like I just wanna rock. But then when I think about it, like that is kind of, is he cursing? I think. But if he not, now I'm saying like that's something like that. Like it gotta be like a, not just a club song, but like an actual like barbecue or something like that. And I keep saying barbecue because it's like that's damn near what Coach at. Majority of these songs that you're gonna actually hear, especially these African songs or something like that, 9 times out of 10 you're definitely gonna hear them at cookouts. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna hear them at like things that's like that, that's on that tier, whereas older people and all kinds of people, not just like one race. I mean, but anyway,
If
like
an
Pop,
African artist, and I was talking again, I'm talking to Protege
I think like
a podcast about it.
Moneybag Yo,
If an
if he
artist
get
gets a
on
hit
the
in
right
Jamaica,
one, if
or
we
they
get
get
on
a
the
hit in
right
Nigeria,
song,
immediately it says, "Yo,
right
let's
beat,
plan a promo run in New York, in LA, Miami. We gotta promote it." No U.S. artist drops a song and says, "Yo, we gotta get to Paris to like, you know what I mean, do a show out there to let people like get the energy." You know, nah, like niggas do like 3 shows in the U.S. and that's it. U.S. artists don't give a fuck about the international market. And I think that is to our detriment because when I see Burna Boy doing 2 sold-out stadiums back-to-back nights, or maybe 3 in Brazil, I'm like, Jesus Christ. But you have to think about it. Remember when people used to say about a Southern artist, like, yo, Southern artists, the reason why they had core fan bases that would
this is
buy the
something
music, they
similar
used
to
to
what I
sell
was
out the
saying.
trunk. They didn't have all these big labels, so they
I don't know
used
what
to
he
be
was gonna say
hustling
yet.
with it.
But you see,
And they were saying that
that's what I was saying. Like, it's like we have, when you American rapper compared to like, even let's just take Nigeria because it's just right there, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't have to work a south, east, west, north. You get what I'm saying? When you American, perfect example, you down south, you had to kind of work the east to make sure that the east messed with you. Then you had to work the west to make sure the west messed with you. Then you had to work the north a little bit to make sure that the north messed with you. Now you got America, and sometimes only certain coasts mess with you. So it is like it's kind of hard for me to be like, all right, you know what, I'm a go over here and like, man, I don't even got America yet. You know what I mean? But anyway, yo,
to say
it's
New
so
York
small, but
artists,
it's so
they
big.
don't have that hustle built in because they had all the labels there. I'm just saying this is what I'm seeing with music coming out of other countries and genres. They're working all the markets. So Thames, I'm gonna tell you a story I heard. You want to hear the story? I'll tell you the story out. Okay. I heard when Thames was called and they're talking to Thames. It's like, yo, Thames, we need you to clear wait for you. Thames says no. Now, Grant, this is Future. Thames says no. Yo, Thames is, think about it. You probably heard about Thames. Maybe. You probably heard about her from 2 other songs before.
That's like UFO 361.
We're thinking about it. Wait, Future wants to sample your song. She said, fuck no. She said
That's
no.
like
So,
the equivalent to
even
like
me hearing that, I'm
Future
like,
there,
oh,
I
she's
believe,
beat-
right?
She must not fuck with Future. It's not even the case. Thames in her world is Future. You get what I mean? In Thames' world, she's Future. She's fucking huge. She don't need no Future. You get what I mean? Now, in the U.S. world, we're like, yo, Thames, you know damn well you need this Future shit. So anyway, she basically says, she says no. From what I hear, allegedly, and don't run with it, but it's what it is. Drake basically gets involved and say, yo, yeah, I'm on the song, blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. It's all blessed. It's all good. But at first, and the reason why, too, just to be fair, the reason why she didn't want to clear it, because that song that was sampled, right? was her song. It sampled her song Higher. That song Higher was going up the charts, and people were starting to love it in Nigeria and other places in the world. So when a U.S. artist wants to sample,
And think about that. Nigeria, think about how many other people around the world, like American people that's like living in America that's Nigerian. Now I'm saying like so many like avenues that they could touch with like America. You can't really touch too much.
that song, it's almost like eating up the wave for that song.
My
for
thing would be is like,
the US
how
market.
would you
So she was like, "Nah, I'm good."
compete?
But
Best way to
obviously,
compete,
seen
you
what
have to
seen
like
the play. Oh, Drake is involved. Okay, Drake. Okay, I bet. Let's do it.
got to do something that's like culture-y, bro. Dancing and stuff like that.
You know what I mean?
Electric slide or something like that. Like, because with electric slide in them, would that go on the rap? You know what I mean?
Somebody says Thames is not big yet. Stop it, bro. Thames is fucking huge.
Somebody said that.
Now, somebody says, I know of her because of Pluto. You know of her because of Future. That's what I'm trying to tell you about perspective. That's what I'm telling you about perspective. The people who are into Afro beats and who don't live in the United States, because Future's like a god out here, the people who ain't in the United States, they're gonna be like, yo, that's like Thames is a woman who's the most instrumental in making the song Essence a hit. Be like, oh, that's Thames from Essence. Oh shit. Right? Like she has a couple other songs that a lot of people know. Also, she has this new song that's been going crazy too. Well, not necessarily new, but the Free Mind song been going crazy. I'm not saying she's been like, I don't think she has that much time in the game, but for her status, she's dominating her regions. Stop acting like y'all understand what I'm talking about. Like, you know she was that chick. Drake ran to go get her for Certified Lover Boy. You know he was trying to make an Essence. He did a song called Fountains with her. That's the point I'm trying to tell y'all, man. So anyway, yeah. So I wish U.S. artists would take that mentality because, for example, to me, it's completely ridiculous that Lil Durk has never done an overseas tour. Now, it might be like legal issues too, right? Like maybe he can't travel this and third. But Durk should be like, yo, nigga should be in Copenhagen. You know what I mean? Like, most of these artists, just what I'm saying, they're looking at the international market to try to get lit, rather than, oh, as long as I'm lit in the U.S., I'm good. All right, I'll just leave that there. Somebody says the U.S. care too much about drill. All right, okay.
And that's
my little
hey,
Afrobeat
once again,
spiel.
it's like when you think of rap,
I'll move
like,
on now.
just
What y'all got going on?
saying all we got is just
Chat, I see.
drill. You know what I'm saying? Well, like that's what I was saying. You gotta have a culture that's behind you. Like they got a culture, whatever it is. Like they got people that's gonna back them because of they being Nigeria, anything like that. Like nobody is not gonna back certain people, especially like depending on your background. That's why sometimes it's not good to come out like gang banging or anything like that sometimes. But take like a Chance when he first came out was kind of fire, was doing something like that. All he had to do was just make like a clubbish, like a not more like a clubbish, but like the barbecue. I'm trying to get something else outside of the barbecue. I keep saying barbecue, but like we got other things. You know what I mean? Like Thanksgiving food and stuff. Like wherever older people gonna be at, where they gonna play music, like that's where like you would kind of have to audience it because yo, you playing Back in Blood, everybody gonna look at the DJ crazy, but you playing like once again like the Electric Slide or something like that. How somebody gonna look at you crazy playing the Electric Slide, my boy? Like how? The cha cha? How? Hey, you know what I mean? But anyway, yo.
See, everybody's
I
got
gotta dip.
Got Hassan. Hold on, one second. They got Hassan Campbell, Doggy Diamonds, Sharpie was supposedly upset. I tried to do him a favor, you know. From what I was hearing, he was terrified of going into the no jumper building. I was hearing that he thought, you know, Wack has set them pie rules and
All right, man. We ain't gonna listen to the rest of that, man. Yeah. But that's with that, yo. I gotta jet out, homies. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna say, why my mouse acting like that? But
Oh, that means.
I definitely want him to do more reactions and stuff like that.
And I said, Wack,
like this. I won't even mind doing something similar to like what he's doing. Like I said before, we go live. Y'all just give me stuff and we just talk about it. I think that's even more fire. Y'all can keep me way longer. You know what I'm saying? And y'all will be the actual y'all will be. What would you call it? Like the manager or something like that? Like what would you call it again? I forgot. Know what I'm saying? But you would be managing the actual channel. Know what I'm saying? You be telling people what we want to talk about. Now I talk about it. We'll do a reaction or anything like that live. If we can. Know what I'm saying? Keep the music out. Definitely keep the music out. But anyway though, man, I gotta go to the doctor. 7:30 in the goddamn morning. Y'all already know. Right after I'm going to sleep. Then I go live later. So I'll holler, homies.